So I'm gonna not claim myself first of all as being an expert on any of this stuff, but from what I understand, from what I know, what I like to break down and make practical to the common Kanaka, the Makainana, if I can say that, is biochar has a couple of different things going on for it. One of the things that we were talking about just now is CEC, so the cation exchange capacity. That's the ability something has to exchange cations, which when you look at the bonds chemically and molecularly of soil and nutrient loss. Um, to break that down really quick, even if we get really deep soil in Hamakua, which is where I'm at right now. I'm in Umama of Hamakua. Actually, I think I'm Hilo. Moku.
This is Hilo.
Yeah, Hilo Moku. Right, Honokala, I think. So, even if we get 50 foot deep the soil, all we have is volcanic ash. Even if you take the finest particle and you break it down, you really look at it under a microscope, it still looks like red cinder. So really what we have is volcanic ash. So it's not really soil which has the clay and mineral content, which is slightly different from ours. They have calcium still left. We don't. And so things like they like to sell us in the store that are full of NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, don't really stick to our soils. It just, with all the rain that we get, washes right out. And so the biochar, regardless of any type of fertilizer you're using, the studies show that just 5% application, you get a 50% increase of production. 5%. When you break down the numbers of that, it's like, whoa. Wait, you mean all of the trash and all of the green waste I've been throwing away, and they've been charging me now to throw away, I could have utilized and turned into either hot water or electricity, and got one biochar product that I could have thrown back into my soil and clean up all kinds of chemical waste, as well as nutrientize my ground and do all of this positive beneficial stuff. I mean, they sell activated charcoal or activated carbon or something, they call it like that in the store in capsules now, right? They're promoting that, get like on biochar toothpaste now. So, I mean, get so much benefits they're putting it. I just bought activated charcoal bread. I was thinking the thing was going to taste burnt, because when you think about activated charcoal bread, like, wait, this is just burnt bread, huh? You fricka. But no, they take activated charcoal powder and they throw me side of bread, and I think it tastes alright. Tastes pretty good, and as well as you getting that mix in your system. Interestingly enough, when you mix it with stuff like wheat, flour, eggs, and sugar, you get the components for mycorrhizal growth. That's what they use as some forms of capturing different forms of fungi. Bread, right? If you just let bread go, that thing mold, right? Because that's exactly what that mold, that fungus wants to eat. So you're getting the perfect complex of what fungus wants to grow, or yeast. Um, yeah, so cation exchange capacity, just figure it out, mix that with terracing, and you've pretty much got the highest form of agriculture we found anywhere in the world. Terra preta, which is where we get the biochar concept from, proves that for itself, and then you mix that with just the terracing that we find all over China and all over places where the productivity is through the roof. I mean, we do that here, right? We call it lo'i in Hawaii. We just had a different form, slightly different form, because of the materials we had around. So if you take the concept of lo'i and you lift it up out of the ground and you realize that kamakani is also, right, lilinoi, also is carried through the wind, then all you're doing is raising that water another platform up. And in doing so, we try to honor Kane and everything else that we understand and believe culturally. So just tie that all in one nice package and put it all together and make your emus, move them, and plant after you fall, and put trees that you can actually use and eat from, whether it's something you're gonna eat or something you're gonna use like bulking or shoots. I get sandalwood growing at 300 feet off the coast, and some articles they don't start until 1,000 or 1,500 feet. So I I don't need talk for them. They can talk for themselves.